It's Aaron here asking you what is really good. I'm in Brixton today catching up with critically acclaimed author and playwright Courttia Newland to catch up with him about his books, his dissatisfaction at Channel 4 and new production Sweet Yaw Kisses. So Courttia, besides the gloomy weather, how are you feeling?
Bit tired actually. Was out last night till the early hours of the morning, so I feel tired but good.
Okay. I attended a workshop that you gave back in 2003 for the ICA with authors such as Hanif Qureshi. Are you still doing a lot of work in the community?
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, I've been away for a little bit. I've been working in Dublin for 3 months, doing a residency, and then I went away on a kind of personal holiday. But I'm planning to do a school in Bethnal Green, a young writers program in Newham, you know what I mean? So definitely, man, that'll be ongoing until I finish my career, man.
So there's a lot going on then.
Yeah.
Okay, the name, let's just clear it up once and for all, because you've got some people calling you Courttia, some people calling you Courttia. How do you pronounce your name? Like spelled Courttia. How do you pronounce your name?
All right, well, there's a funny thing because there's 2 different ways of pronouncing it, even within my family. I say Courttia, and my mum says Courttia, because she said that's the proper way you should say it, and you must pronounce the T's and whatever. So we have a bit of an argument about that. It definitely is not Courttia. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling that. So please, no Courtitias.
Okay, so to people that haven't heard anything about you or know anything about like the works that you've done, like how would you sum yourself up?
I would sum myself up as a contemporary London writer.
The Guardian describes you as the rising star of Britlit and chronicler of inner city life. How does it feel to have such high-profile acclaim?
It's good, you know. It's good. Well, it's good in the sense that people acknowledge a kind of work that I didn't think that they would really be acknowledging. Like, you know, enough people used to say to me, how come you got the Guardian quoting, you know, on books like The Scholar and everything? And I think it baffled people from Road, you know what I mean? That people were taking notice of these kind of books. But so it's an advantage in that sense, because it gives it, you know, it gave me the high profile that I have now, you know. But it's a disadvantage when you want to move on from that maybe and do works that are not inner city life. People think that you can't do it because that's what you're meant to do. So it creates a little box, which is sometimes, you know, something you want to escape from.
When teens and 20-somethings think about Courttia Newland, they think of the novels The Scholar, Society Within and Snakeskin. So there was talks about The Scholar and Society Within being made into a film and drama series commissioned by Channel 4. What happened?
What happened is... sorry, that's my text message. What happened was the business, man. Basically, I had a deal with Channel 4 for Society Within, and that was only an optional kind of thing. It wasn't like to actually do the series. They was kind of testing it out. And I had a deal with Film 4 to do The Scholar. And both of those deals fell through. The funny thing is, right now at the minute, we're just talking about having another deal with Channel 4 for Society Within, different director, different, you know, completely different production company, everything. And I'm just getting ready to talk to Film 4 about The Scholar. So maybe it's on again, you know, like, I don't know, but it was just like the industry, it kind of didn't work out.
Cool, so there's still a little glimmer of hope.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, was it that they didn't agree with the way that things were written and wanted you to compromise your work, or was it a case of just literally the financial side, not being able to fund the project?
No, it definitely weren't the funding. The funding was there. To be honest with you, all right, just speaking in terms of The Scholar, the script wasn't there. The creative team wasn't there, you know what I mean? I was working with a director, it wasn't working out. She had other projects that she wanted to work on. You know, I wasn't finding myself able to come up with the script that was shocking. Like, you know, I don't want to do like another low budget thing that goes straight to DVD, you know what I mean? I want to do like Goodfellas for London, you know what I mean? I want it to be on that level. So for me, I was prepared to wait until the script was good enough, you know what I mean? So people who've read the book don't know what they're getting, and people who haven't read the book are like, this is just a straight out wicked film, you know what I mean? So I waited, and now I feel like the script is ready. It's like it's proper. So that's why we're going to go back and talk to Film 4. With Society Within, it was just a case of sometimes you're with a company, like you're taken on by a person at a company, and they're like they think big things are going to happen with your project. They're really feeling it, and then they leave and they get another job somewhere, and someone else comes to the company and they're not feeling your project so much. That's what happened with Society Review.
Okay, cool. Thanks for clearing that up. With the success of Bullet Boy, do you think it would be wise to approach the project again now, given the success that that's had in terms of one of the adaptations into a movie?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's following on from what I was just saying. We never gave up. All while they were doing Bullet Boy, while they were auditioning for Bullet Boy, whatever, I was still writing the scripts, you know. So I wasn't waiting for Bullet Boy to blow up to make me think that I could still be Scholar, you know what I mean?
So you were still at it.
I was at it the whole time. But Bullet Boy coming out, for me, I think it's a good thing because it's shown, you know, when we were talking to people, people were always like, oh, would people come out and see a film like that? And, you know, you saw what happened with Bullet Boy. People came out and saw it, you know what I mean? And it blew up. So to me, it's like when, in the States, when Boys in the Hood came out, it made the Hughes brothers watch it and say, you know what, we can come out with Menace now, you know what I mean? There can't just be one film. So, yeah, I was pleased about that when it came out.
Cool.
I knew the writer. I knew the writer and the producer. So, yeah. Cool.
All right, moving on to Sweet Yaw Kisses. What was it like working with the legendary Pat Kumper?
Oh, man. Heavy, because I was a fan. You know what I mean? I saw her play the key game a couple of years ago at Riverside Studio, man. And so when Karina, the director, said, you know, you get a chance to work with Pat Kumper, I was like, please, yes, that's it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't mind. And she's been a pleasure to work with as well. She's a great writer. You're going to see when you come and see Sweet Yam. It's like her scenes are just heavy. And it was just amazing. You know, I've admired her for a long time.
Cool, because she's really big in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So maybe this might be the production that really kind of puts you two up there.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so, because I think, you know, in terms of theatre and everything, she's one of our most underrated. You know, she hasn't got the props that she deserves yet. You know. Cool.
Let's talk a bit about your website, because as well as doing journalism, I'm like a web designer. So I was visiting myvillage.co.uk /urban factor. What is going on with the updates for that site? Because long overdue.
There ain't been an update for that site for like about 3 years, man, or something like that, 4 years or so. I'm trying to get my head around doing another site, basically. More like a CourttiaNewland.com site and stuff, but just been so much going on, and I'm doing so much writing at the minute that I haven't managed to get it together. But there will be a new site, and it will be fully updated with the information from that site and more information. So apologies to everyone who's been checking out the site.
What about any provisional dates for this new website?
I would say by at least the autumn I want to get it done, if not before, because I've got projects that are pending now, you know what I mean, and I want them to be on the site, so ASAP.
Okay, with Sweet Yaw Kisses, why do you feel obligated to write a play that shapes the media perception of black families in Britain?
Because if we don't do that, man, no one else ain't going to do it for us, as we've seen, you know. You look at the TV and, you know, like, I don't like calling out names and stuff, but this is a national institution, so I feel like, you know what I mean, no one should get really personally offended. But come on, EastEnders, man. I mean, just in terms of like just relationships with black people in EastEnders, with people of, you know, the other sex, it's terrible, man. You know what I mean? I mean, what, Patrick Truman and Pat? I mean, come on, man, you know what I mean? And like, I can keep going on. If you look at Jules and that,
and
Ruby, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Come on, man, you know what I mean? So I feel an obligation to kind of show the reality of how we are, you know what I mean? And I think there's you know, without going out on too much of a limb, there's a fear of showing black men or women as purely sexual objects, you know what I mean? There's in the mainstream media, you know, they think that people are going to switch off, like Bob Geldof said, you know, you show an African on TV and people want to turn over. And we've got to challenge that, man. We've got to, you know, and that's what I'm here for, as far as I'm concerned.
So, what is the message that you ultimately want theatre goers to come away with after seeing Sweet Yaw Kisses?
That black people, particularly black British people, cover a whole gamut of emotions, you know what I mean, and range, and we're just I mean, it's what everyone wants to do. We're just the same as everyone else. And to me, sitting down in a rehearsal and watching what was going on, it was refreshing to me. You know, obviously I wrote it, but when it's out there in front of me, it hit me, you know, like that we're just seeing ordinary people, man, and we're seeing people just do things that, you know, in the same way that Baby Father was trying to do it. You know, they're trying to show just people having the same problems as everyone else, and where, although yes, you're looking at a stage full of black people, that's not the most important thing. I mean, I don't know about you, I don't wake up in the morning thinking I'm black. You know what I mean? It's like we just get on with things and we do things, and that's what we wanted to show with Sweet Young Kisses, just how we deal with love. And yeah, I want people to just come away thinking, wow, man, you know what I mean? There's so much more that we can be seeing and saying about being black in this country that doesn't have to do with race or, you know, guns or, you know, whatever else. Although, like, you know, from Scholar and everything, I don't have a problem dealing with those topics. I think that we can deal with them topics and then some, you know? So, you know, I just want people to feel like, wow, we saw something different. You know, whether you're black or white.
I think we've come to the end of the interview. Just want to thank you for taking the time out, for coming. And yes, Sweet Young Kisses opens at the Lyric Theatre, Hammersmith, on the 22nd of February, and it's showing through till March the 11th, 2006. Tickets priced at £12.